Okay, 13. We're getting closer and closer to the end. And again, I don't read these first. I just kind of jump into them. So let's hopefully we can figure out if I know what I'm doing. So we've got a number of 152,000. That's all the numbers up there. Then we come down into here. The questions themselves have some of the numbers. So 3.4%, 30-year monthly payment. Down here, there's a 40-year 2.5% monthly payment. Okay, so let's read a little bit. Susan's taking out a mortgage for $152,000. So that's the loan amount. We don't know how much the house costs. This is the loan amount. There's two offers that she has from lenders. She wants to know which one would be better deal over the life of the loan. So she's not just thinking short term, who's got the lower payment. I'll tell you what, the longer 40 years, that's going to have a lower payment. It's also got a lower interest, which is kind of attractive, but let's see which one actually has the lower payment over time. So what I'm going to do first is, because this problem really lends itself well to the TVM solver, let's go there, find the two monthly payments, do the calculations, and then for those who want to, we'll take a look at finding these monthly payments with that same formula we just used. Maybe a little bit closer, quicker way. So let's turn on the calculator. And here we are, Financial Planner. So we go to the apps, remember, Finance, enter, TVM Solver, enter, and we're ready to go. So what do we put in? So we're looking at this first option. It's a 30-year mortgage with monthly payments. So 12 times 30. And again, I used to do mortgage brokerage. That's 360. You live and breathe it. That's all there is. 3.4%, pretty good interest rate. Right now they're running closer to 5. That's okay. 152,000. That's our present value, our principal, because when we get the loan, they give it to us on the very first day. Sort of. We never see the cash. We buy the house with it, but we get that money one way or another. We're going to calculate the payment, so I'll put a 0 there. Future value will be 0 on a loan because you pay on it for 30 years and then you owe nothing, 0. And the payments per year are 12. Compounding per year is 12. So we just come back up here. So it's a little bit high. Bring it down. So the payments to solve, remember the green button and the enter key. Alpha, solve. Alpha, solve. And there's our payment. It's negative because that money goes out of our pocket. The $152,000 comes to us, and then our monthly payment is going to be $674.09. So I'll put that in. It's underneath the calculator, but I have recorded that in Alex already. I'll just let you see that. So there it is. But we need to calculate the second monthly payment, and then we can use the other calculator just to do the final calculations. Okay. The other option, a 40-year mortgage at 2.5. Now the cool thing about using a TVM solver is we've got most of the information in here already. I'm going to zero this out just to remind me. Oh, I can't click. I got to use my actual physical fingers. I'm going to put a 0 there. The loan amount's the same. What's changed is that it's a 40-year mortgage, so that's 40 times 12. And then the interest rate is 2.5. Usually, if you did a longer-term mortgage, it's more risky for the mortgagee, for the mortgage company, so the interest rate actually usually is going to be higher for the longer periods. But, you know, this is a made-up problem, so I guess we'll just live with it. The payment, we just need to calculate on it. Remember, future value will be 0, so we just come back, calculate on the payment. Alpha, solve, and we see we get a lower payment. So we might be right away saying, hey, that's the better deal, right? Let me put that in, and then we can use the other calculator. So that's 501.26 is going to be our payment. For the next calculation, I'm going to use the Alex calculator. It's just a little bit easier to work with. So the way we find out the total payments, because this is what she wants to do, is what's the better deal of the life of the mortgage. What we're going to want to calculate is we're going to take the monthly payment times the number of years times 12 because it's monthly payments. 674.09 times 30 years times 12. And wow, that's a lot of money. I'm just going to write this down because it's not really one of our answers. It leads us to our answers. But $242,672.40. We'll calculate the second one while we're at it. Clear this out. It's going to be the same thing. The monthly payment times 40 years times 12. 501.26 times 40 times 12 gives us a total of 240,000. $604.08. We notice this is a smaller number. It's the better deal. We paid less money over time. Not only that, our monthly payment was less, so each month we had an extra $173 to just kind of enjoy. And we did have to pay on this longer. We paid an extra 10 years, but in the end we still paid a lower amount. So while we're here, let's go ahead and do the subtraction. So minus the first amount, 242, 672.4. Did I get that right? Yeah. So this is the difference, $2,067.60. You know, it's negative because the way I did the subtraction, but I'm going to kind of just scroll up here. So which one was better, online lending company or the bank? The bank was better. The bank was actually better. And it was better by this $2,067.60. Okay, that's how much less it was. So you'll see probably a problem similar to this, and this is how we do it. Okay, I'm going to, let's scroll back up. Let's go ahead and clear it out because what I'm going to show you is that using the formulas, we're going to get the same monthly payments. And if we've got the same monthly payments, these figures we've got out here for total payments, it's going to be the same. So we don't need to go through that again. We just need to see how to use the formulas to get the monthly payment. So because there's not a lot of room here, let's look up the formula. We're calculating a monthly payment with a principal. We're given the principal value, and then we put in the other details. So our monthly payment and remember, covered up all our information here. Okay, it's going to be 152,000 times R over 12 divided by, is that 1 minus 1 plus R over 12 to the minus 12t. Okay, so we'll just kind of enter this in, verify, because you don't have to write everything down. We'll use the Alex calculator here, bring it over here. we'll do this first one. We'll see that that gets us the proper calculation. Again, if you're using a TI-84, you might just go ahead and you probably already left, so who cares, right? So 152, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to multiply that by the interest rate, which is 0.034 divided by 12. That's one thing I don't like, but you just backspace it. Remember, click up here, and then we could do that. And then we want all that in the top, so we use our mouse. It's kind of cool using this calculator. And we divide and we get a nice fraction there. 1 subtract parentheses 1 plus the interest rate 0.034 divided by 12. Let's get up here, not there, to the side a little bit, not there. There we go. Getting to the right place is good. We want the exponent, so we click on the x to the y key, gives us our exponent, and we put in negative 12 times, in this case, 30 years. We're going to hit enter. Remember, this gives us our monthly payment of $674.09. Exactly what we got on the TVM solver. Okay. Let's clear it out. Let's do it one more time for this. Again, 152,000 times, this time in a different interest rate is, what was it, 0.025 divided by 12. And just select the whole thing. Oops. Select the whole thing and then divide. And then we put in our 1 minus parentheses 1 plus. Now this one really is not so bad. Remember the old calculators, this was the worst part. But I think this is why you guys are doing better. The tools that you have here with Alex are actually better than most calculators. You have to put in parentheses, and it's just hard to see what's going on. This one you actually get to see what's going on. Kind of cool. I don't know, I'm impressed. Negative 12 times, this time 40 years. So we put that in there, and we're probably not so surprised now. It's going to be 501.26. We just hit enter. I think I did it. Oops. You probably caught it. I hit something 2 times too many. There we go. That should be 40. Enter the 40 there. Okay, I think I'm okay now. 501.26, just like that. And then the other calculations we did with the calculator. So same thing, just coming up with the monthly payment. We can use the formulas, we can use the TVM solver, but let's just keep moving. We got 14 and 15 to do, so almost there.